Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once more to Grigsby's War in the Pacific, Admiral's Edition. So, we have made some progress in our first proper turn, really. The first turn itself was really the resolution of the attacks already planned. Now, so we managed to inflict some damage upon Pearl Harbor, nowhere near as much as I would have hoped for. Right. Now this is interesting that we have a submarine so far away. Now they have huge endurance. Absolutely massive endurance. Now what is your mission there, sir? It's under computer control, okay. Now a single submarine isn't going to do too much, but the fact is it's out there. It's more of a scout than anything. San Diego. Now this is a large submarine, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take personal control of this. And sub-patrol, yep, I'm going to do that. I'm going to patrol over here. Ah, right, I see it has a float plane. Fantastic. Now the reason for this is San Diego is a large naval base, I do believe. Excuse me. Port capacity there is 7, so that's fairly good, actually, fairly good. Right, port 8, right, yeah, so if we patrol this area over here then, we may potentially catch something. That would be absolutely glorious. Now, San Francisco is actually quite a large naval base. Right then. So it might be worth to actually head over to the San Francisco area. Just this area in general, then. Maybe not so close to the shoreline. I don't want to be discovered. So we'll head about midway. And see what we can find over that way. I'll be extremely interested to see what we can potentially gain from that. If we lose a submarine, we lose a submarine, but there wasn't too much I could do about that. Okay, what do we have here? Ah, armed merchants. Right. What are you carrying? They have nothing over here then, but I do want to get these ships back home. Right, they are returning to home, that's good then. So Yokohama Yoshikura? Is that the home isles? That is indeed the home isles, okay, fantastic. Now, what we're going to go over here, then, is we're going to go to our construction queues again, and let's take a look, then. So, bring on the old tracker. I absolutely adore this, and I have changed the title here so we can see. And we're going to see about our ship production. And I'm going to make this a little bit larger. Okay. Do oilers count? E. Right, what is the designation for a oiler? Right, this destroyer actually does need to head back in for fuel. Right, supplies. Okay. Da 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 da. Okay. Escort. So I'm going to take the destroyer. I wanted to go and refuel. Okay. We'll have you over here. Right, the Tokyo area. Okay. Return to Tokyo. There we go. Yeah, there we go. I wanted to refuel, and yes, that will be good. Right. So we are docked in over here, then. Right, we do have the Fuso. I need to gather together a task force, and I need... Now we have a destroyer over here. I think these are armed. merchants. Oh no, okay. So these are civilian ships then? These are tankers. Okay, right. Okay, that's fantastic to know about. So I'm going to have to take out these tankers with me when we go for the long-range strikes. Now, let's see. So we know it's TK now. TK, there we go. So they count as merchant. Yep, there we go. Okay. Now, build rate. Can I see here? Can accelerate? Date of arrival. Okay. So we have a few on here. We need to basically start building more of them and accelerate them. Basically, all the carriers that are being constructed, we will accelerate besides the Shinano, which I have halted. Mainly due to the fact it's a hugely wasteful ship, in my opinion. I mean, absolutely beautiful, don't get me wrong. Absolutely beautiful. But a great waste, nonetheless. Right. Ship availability. Okay. Naval Shipyards 1,384. Now this would right, okay. Now these are accelerated, but... right, I see. So I do not need to accelerate them. I don't need to hold them either. Okay. So we are slightly over capacity. Slightly. So I could do with actually expanding the naval shipyards. So that's a good point. Right. Actually, a fantastic point, really. Now then. All industry, naval shipyard. Amount of supply. That's what I need. Right, amount supply. So, Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto. So that will cost us 10,000 supplies, 1,000 heavy industry, 1,000 manpower. That's rather high. I don't think I'll expand it by that much, but I think I might... then again... and again. Right. Okay, I see. So we couldn't afford that heavy industry cost anyway. I'll expand it by 50. There we go. Naval shipyard has increased. I should have looked at what that was before. Ideally, it should be more than what we had previously. I do need to assign more destroyers to that system, but I will have to find out how it actually works in time. Right then, so, ship availability, let's see. 1,000, right, so it's not taking effect yet, it should take effect in the following turn. Right. Okay. So we can expect this ship in 1944. Interesting. We'll just have to make do then. It's not much of a shortfall, but basically we are going to prioritise building civilian oilers, that sort of thing, oilers, tankers, just in general. We do need to increase that dramatically. Now then. And we are getting closer to actually proceeding to the next turn. I just need to start the motion. I mean, it's going to be very, very methodical in the first few episodes, as we do need to issue many orders. And, I can already see the possibilities here. So let's take a look then. And, let's go for a nice red. Okay. So we can see here, Canton. and Nanchang, I do believe. Now, what do we need to do here then? Namely, we need to strike out north like so. Actually, it would be much better to go this way, wouldn't it? That'd make a lot more sense. So I'll do that again. There we go. So we are going to send a detachment. Once Hong Kong falls, we'll send the forces there. And we'll hit Kukong. And once Kukong has fallen, we'll be able to try to cut off these forces over here. There's a good amount of nationalist forces here. Right away to the coast. Now, notice the fact that these guys do not have access to rail networks. And the only rail network is here, which we would be able to make good use of, actually. If we head from Nanchang to Changsha to the base here and capture both of these bases. Ideally this one too. We'd be able to form a effective blockade on the supplies to the Chinese forces. So the river line here would be a shield as well. But then all these forces would be cut off from supply, including these men, of course. But I don't expect them to stay in the same place. But yes, that would cut off much of the nationalist supply. I could do with taking these bases on the coastline as well and just completely isolating nationalist China from the world. We won't really be able to enact that due to the fact that we have to deal with the Burma Road. But the Burma Road will fall potentially in time. I don't know if I'm capable of doing that. But I have big hopes and dreams that it may be possible. Now, what do we have over here? That's a good amount of infantry, actually. Okay. We have headquarters over here as well. Quite a few. CD. What is a CD? Ah, coastal defense. Okay. All units infantry. So we have... Right, infantry unit. So this is about 324 men. However, the... yes, much better, actually. Okay. Right, future objective. I believe you can create barges to move up rivers. I'm fairly sure that's a thing, as well as like midget submarines, but we'll see. Port capacity is free. Port capacity is free. Not bad, actually. Air capacity is 1 manpower, 1 resources 20. And manpower 6, resources 20, some light industry there. Ah, right, so we have light industry here instead. Air capacity is high. Right, yes, so we'll plan for that eventuality. So I will have to draw up some convoys to be able to do that. Okay, amphibious. Subchasers, my god. Minesweeper and destroyers, civilian cargo, okay. Right, yes, we are carrying troops aboard and supply. You are heading to Vigan. Vijan. Over here then, okay. Right, now. Back to Japan itself. I need to gather forces for the task force itself. I need to find ships. Now, these naval anchors only show up when there's actually ships present in port, so that helps narrow it down. What do we have here? We do have the battleship, and we do have a destroyer. Okay, I'm going to form a new task force. Yeah, sure, why not? Mutsu. Okay, take Mutsu. And head to Osaka. There we go. And over here, what do we have? Another battleship. And a submarine, actually. A heavy cruiser, potentially light cruiser. Right, we'll take those ships. Yamashiro. And the light cruiser Kitakami. Wait a minute. No, Osaka, Kyoto. Trying to draw together a task force here. Nothing of any value. Okay. So all the ports have been expanded on the main island. That's good. I'll expand that one. Then again, no. Then again, what do we have here? We do have some light industry. We do have a naval shipyard. Not really worth it. Now we have some vehicle assemblies over here. Supply, no. Okay. And over here. Now Kyushu. Ah, right. 2 heavy cruisers, potentially light cruisers. I do find it irritating that it's like just... Yeah. Okay. Yep, 2 light cruisers. Apparently a few destroyers here. I shall gladly take them. Okay. I don't know what an Is that MCB? I don't know what that is. Either way, I'll take these ships. This is good. I did need some light raiding forces, so this is fantastic. Have them transfer to Osaka, Kyoto. Okay. Cruiser. And 2 destroyers. Lovely. Dun 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 dun. Now the idea of this is I'm going to reorganize my fleets in the early part of the war. I'm going to try and organize it so I have 2 hunter-killer fleets. And then small raiding forces. Really raiding forces and escort forces. If I could get something like that, that would be absolutely fantastic. Right, that seems to be about it. And now then, there has been some discussion in the comments. Namely about, well, having an island to act as an unsinkable carrier. I might go for one of these Southern Ryukyu islands. Now, the idea here is if I can bring up the tracker once more. Now, this is going to show the reasoning why. So go to that and show arcs, naval, submarine warfare. Yep. Okay. And now this one is good to illustrate my point here. Mode defined. Okay. They're all random. So we can see here. Move this to Japan. I wish it automatically went over Japan, but hey ho. Right, so this is the anti-submarine warfare search arcs. Now you can see that they're absolutely pathetic. We would not have a goddamn clue if any American submarines were operating in this area. And we have absolutely no clue where they are now. We have some idea where some are, but that's it. Now if we go back to the naval, not as bad, still not so good. Now the idea here is that if we build up our search capacity, actually go to 75, we'll go to we'll go to 75, okay. Yeah, that's better. So the idea here then is if we build up our, well, searching capacity, maybe at maybe at Okinawa. If I build up at Okinawa, that's fairly close to the mainland. It's close to Formosa, it's close to China, the Philippines, the Bonin Islands. So close to supply, but also in a position where it's not really covered by much. And it does really act as a gateway. I do like that. It would help to protect Kyushu and Formosa as well from American attacks. So we will build up on Okinawa, I think. Yeah. Now we do have the base of Naha. Nago. Nago has 1 port capacity and 3 air capacity. The base at Naha 3 port capacity, 4 air capacity, much better. Merchant shipyard, repair shipyard. Repair shipyard, very important. Also repair shipyard over here in Okinawa. So Okinawa is an incredibly vital island. So we are going to start to build up our port capacities here. Okay. Now I do believe that we will need to have supply sent here. And we do have a good amount of supply already here. We do have a decent amount of fuel and... right, fuel requested 3,000, okay. Oil storage, yep. Righto. Okay. Let's see. List all land-based air units. Well, ideally what I need is I need some free convoys. What do we have over here? Okay, not much. Nagoya. Ah. Okay. Air transport. Now, what I want to find out here is how efficient these actual ships are. So what we'll do then is we'll go to ships. Yeah, there we go. Cargo capacity. AK. Okay, so we can see what these ships are actually carrying, which is fantastic. Cargo. Oh, wow. These are huge ships. So we are looking for ships based in... Nagoya. Okay, we're gonna look for Nagoya. Nagoya, okay, here we go. There's one for cargo. Where is it now? There we go. Oh, Nagoya. Either way. Right, I see. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to take the smaller ships. Ah, you know what we need to do then? If we sort by speed. Right, speed, okay. So fastest... that's slowest, actually. Okay, so fastest is actually the largest. That's rather interesting. Okay, but there is some there that are at 14 knots, which is not too bad. Now, these ones are carrying stuff. So if I take... that is a... Yamahagi Maru. Yamahagi Maru. Ships. It's gonna be interesting. Oh, fucking hell, she saw it then as well. Okay, god damn it. Right, location. Yamahari. Nagoya. I saw it here somewhere. Where the hell are you? Yoshida Maru. Oh, you're here somewhere. Don't be a tease. Unless you're not of this class. AOTK? Right, I think these are just auxiliary oilers and tankers. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so many different kinds. Okay. Don't know what that is. I need like an actual thing here just so I could see what the hell these things are. Right, so it's an XAK. XAK. There we go, we're going to go down to Nagoya. I can't believe how much time has passed already and we haven't really got anything done, but then again, we have got a lot done. Okay. England, that's interesting. I'm going to go with the fact that it's just not showing up there for some odd reason. Ah, the Yamahagi. Damn it. Okay. Let's look for what doesn't have any cargo. So there's only 2 ships here. So I'll take a look at these ships then. And I'd like to actually take a look at what class they are. Patrol boat. Bloody hell. Though that is interesting that they can actually carry about 1,000 worth of cargo. Now, if I load one plane on here, I'd be able to see how much it actually takes up. Well, the thing is, they are actually armed, so this is not the worst choice, I suppose. Okay. So we'll call this the Okinawa Express. Just so I know which one it is. Right, so Okinawa Express. We actually don't... no, we have 20 reconnaissance planes. Actually, the planes I would have loved to have had, so that's pretty fantastic. Right, so the second Sentai. Transfer to docked ship. Bloody hell. They can't do that then. Yeah. Right, task force in the area. I'm just going to put them on computer control. In fact, I might put most, if not all of my cargoes. Let's see. So I guess they're on automatic unless I make them into task force. And then they're under my direct control. Okay. Now then I want to revisit the carrier over here then. So I did have you originally... Yeah, okay. So what I want you to do then instead is I want you to head over to Osaka, Kyoto, and we're going to have you meet up and we're going to form you into a true task force. Now this one will be more effective as a... that's not what I really was hoping for. I just kind of meant to click on that one. Okay. Right. Set home port. Da da da. Da da da. Okay. Yep, there we go, return. Lovely. Right. So we are going to see action over here then. Now we do have a good number of troops over here. And we have planes over here, but let's see what planes we actually have here at the base of Amov. I would ideally like some reconnaissance planes or just 4 fighter planes, hardly anything to shout about. Okay. Now we do have some planes over here. 32 light bombers and 37 transports, fantastic. Right, so these light bombers. Level bombers, light bombers, level bombers. Interesting. These are... I'm not entirely sure what these are. But yes, right, transport. Right then, so we are coming close to the end. So thank you so very much, and goodbye for now. See you next time, guys.